Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to share with you what I invested in to grow my money. So, hey, if this is your first time joining me, my name is Alex, and I share with you tools, tips, and information to help you get over your fear, doubt, and anxiety about money so you can live your best life. So, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what I invested in to grow my money. But first, let me just explain very quickly why it's important that you actually take the time and the effort to grow your money. So right now, if you have your money invested or your money sitting in a checking account or savings account, you know they are not paying you any interest on your money, right? It's just money just sitting there idle. It's not growing. It's not doing anything for you in terms of helping you um, build wealth. So the reason why it's so important is because of this little thing called inflation. Inflation is the gradual increase of prices for goods and services. So let me just give you a quick example. If you have living expenses right now today that cost you $3,000 a month, okay? 10 years from now, it will cost you $4,050 a month for the same standard of living, the same cost of living, everything being exactly the same. Because of inflation, the expense or the cost is going to go up gradually year after year after year. And it's been pretty low up until I would say this year. So this year we're in a place where we are starting to see inflation get just a little bit higher, starting to creep up a little bit. So we are probably going to be in store for uh, higher inflation rates for the next few years. I would anticipate. So it's even more important that you take time to make your money grow. Just like I said, it's going to take you more dollars for the same standard of living 10 years from now. So you want to make sure that your dollars are growing faster than inflation so you can meet the cost later down the road. All right. So let me share with you the first thing I did to invest my money to get my money to grow. The first way I invested my money is in a business. I owned and operated a salon business outside of my home for roughly about 23, 24 years. Okay. And I did that up until 2018, the end of 2018. Well, I retired 2018. I moved on. In moving on, I moved my outside business, I moved it to more of a home based online business. And in doing so, now I was able to write off more expenses, more of my living expenses. I was able to write off more of those, right? And I was still able to scale and grow my business and have control over my time. One of the other good things about it, because I no longer operated a brick and mortar business, now I didn't have the extra expense or overhead associated with running the salon business. So the first way that I invested is I invested my money, right, in a business that allowed me to build, grow, scale my income, right? In addition to that, it allowed me to control and write off my expenses, which ultimately put me in a position to pay less in taxes, which meant I had even more to invest. So if you don't have a business right now, I highly recommend that you take some additional money and you do some research and figure out what type of business you would like to have, because this could be a very, very big win for you in terms of helping you to grow your money. The second way, the second way I invested my money is in education. Too many times people discount the importance of getting an education. Jim Rohn said a formal education will earn you a living, self education will earn you a fortune. And what he meant by that is if you always have a life of learning, if you always remain curious, and if you're always willing to invest in your education, you will gain the skills and the knowledge, right? And oftentimes the network that allows you to build and grow something bigger, grow your income, grow your influence, grow your impact, right? Because we know, number one, you do what you know. And if you don't know what you don't know, then you don't have the ability to build and grow from it or benefit from it. Okay. And in addition to that, many people try to take the free approach. We're always looking for tips and strategies from the YouTube universe, right? But there comes a time when you have to go beyond just tips and strategies, right? Just tips and tricks. You have to really go with understanding the systems, the strategy, the thinking, and the entire blueprint behind how someone else was able to achieve their level of success, right? And that generally comes with investing in your education. It could start with very simply with a book. It could be an ebook. It could be a simple course, right? And then gradually, as you begin to know the value that the person delivers in what they're teaching, then you may grow to be more comfortable with the information they're sharing with you, and then you can make a larger investment in the person who's sharing this type of content, education, or information with you. Okay, but it's really important that you take time to invest in your education because too often we go the trial and error route, right? So we spend twice as long, three times as long trying to figure it out when somebody else already has the answer that you're looking for. So I would rather cut my learning curve in half, right? And spend the second half enjoying the benefits from what I've learned. See, too many people want to take the time. They want to keep trying to figure it out, keep trying to figure it out, keep trying to figure it out. There's no guarantee that you will, right? And if you do, it just takes more time. I much prefer to cut down the learning curve, implement it, start getting the results so I can start enjoying the benefits faster. That's the value of investing in your education. So, number three, where I invested for my money to grow, Roth IRA. Now, what's the difference? I talk about this in my 30-day financial independence 30-day boot camp. If you want more information about that, look in the link below. But I share with you the importance about investing in traditional IRAs or 401ks, Roth IRAs, and the difference between the two. In this case, the Roth IRA is where you put after tax dollars into an investment. Okay, in this case, into the Roth IRA, and then you make a selection and you choose where you want those dollars to be invested. Now, here's the beauty about the Roth IRA. Over time, when your money grows over 10, 20, 30, however long, however many years, the growth that you get is now tax free growth. You don't have to pay taxes on the growth of your dollars. And that's the beautiful thing about the Roth IRA. Whereas if you had a traditional IRA, you would be responsible. You got a tax deduction on the front end, but All of the growth that you had over the years would then be taxable once you start pulling the money out, presumably at 59 and a half. So I already had a good number of write-offs from my business, so I didn't need the additional write-offs from for the traditional IRA. So that's the reason why I went the Roth IRA route, because I wanted to have all of the growth in that account to be tax-free. The other benefit with the Roth IRA is that I could also access some of the contributions that I made to the Roth, right? If I needed to access some money, and I can access that money without having to pay tax and without having to pay a 10% penalty. If I needed to access that money before 59 and a half. All right. So there's some great benefits with the Roth IRA, namely, you get tax-free growth that you never have to pay any tax on. Okay. And so that's a major, major benefit. And then finally, one of the ways that I also grew my money is investing in life insurance. What many people don't understand or know is there are two different forms of life insurance. There is term life insurance, and then there is what's considered permanent life insurance. In the permanent life insurance category, you are actually purchasing life insurance, but your premiums, your excess premiums, also go into it, an investment account of sorts. Okay, so and most people don't understand or know that. Now, the money that is actually put into that investment account, okay, within your life insurance policy, the beautiful thing about that is you're able to get stock market returns, right? And you never have to worry about the stock market. If the market goes down, you don't lose the value in your account. That's the beautiful thing about the investing with your life insurance policy. In addition to that, I don't have to wait until I'm 59 and a half to access the money that's in my account. Whenever I access the money, third point, that money is also tax free. That money can be used to pay for long-term care expenses if I needed those. That money can be used for any purpose that I want at any time for any reason. I don't have to have excellent credit for those things. None of it. It just works, but it's something that most people don't understand. And so, if you have questions or would like to know how you might be able to use this super uh, wealth building, accelerated wealth building strategy through life insurance, hey, hit the link below, contact me, email me. I would love to have a consultation with you and see if this is something that works well for you. So, again, the four ways that I actually invested my to grow my money is number one, a business. Number two, education. Number three, Roth IRA, and then number four, a whole life insurance policy, a whole life insurance policy, cash value life insurance policy is the fourth way that I invested my money. All right. So there you have it, guys. I hope this sincerely helps. Go ahead, click the link below if you have any questions about how to use any of these strategies in helping you to build long-term wealth for yourself and for your family. All right. Take care. God bless. See you next time.